Welcome to The Explainer. I am so thrilled you're hanging out with us today because we're tackling a mystery that almost all of us carry around in our pockets, our purses, or just, leave sitting on our nightstands. We're going to decode your lip balm. If you are someone who is constantly swiping on lip balm, yet your lips always seem to end up feeling tight, dry, and irritated, you are absolutely not alone. In this explainer, we're going to look at the fascinating science and the honestly surprising ingredient lists that reveal why your daily lip balm habit might actually be leaving your lips feeling worse.
Okay, let's dive into our roadmap for today. First, we'll explore the chapped lip paradox, followed by the anatomy of a lip. Then, we'll expose the hidden lip villains, learn about the lip care heroes, and wrap the whole thing up with daily habits for healthy lips.
So, Section 1, the chapped lip paradox, the endless cycle of reapplication.
I want to pose this question directly to you. Why are your lips still dry? I mean, we've all been there, right? You buy a product meant to moisturize, you apply it religiously, yet you never get any long-term relief. You reach for the balm, swipe it on, you get a few minutes of relief, but an hour later, the dryness is back, and it's often worse than before. It is so frustrating. The crazy part is, the very product you bought to heal your lips could actively be destroying their natural defenses.
Now, what's really interesting about this is how it shatters the most common misconception in lip care. We've totally been conditioned to believe that a cooling or tingling sensation means a product is quote-unquote working. You feel that little buzz and you think, yes, it's healing my skin. But the reality? That tingling is actually a distress signal. It's often caused by irritating ingredients that are literally stripping moisture away from your lips, setting you up for that endless cycle of reapplication we literally just talked about.
Which brings us to Section 2, Anatomy of a Lip. Why lips are so vulnerable.
To understand why some lip balms just totally fail us, we really have to look at the biological canvas we're working with here. Just think about this number for a second. 3 to 5. Your lips only have 3 to 5 layers of skin. Compare that to the skin on the rest of your body, which can have up to 16 layers. That's a massive, massive biological difference. Your lips are incredibly thin, which means the barrier standing between your delicate tissues and the harsh outside world is virtually non-existent.
And the vulnerability definitely doesn't stop at just the thickness of the skin. Lips completely lack sebaceous glands. Basically, those are the oil glands that naturally moisturize the skin on your face and body. Because your lips cannot produce their own natural oil, they are entirely incapable of hydrating themselves. No natural moisture at all. So they are completely at the mercy of the environment. The wind, the sun, dry indoor air, and crucially, they're at the mercy of whatever harsh ingredients you apply to them.
And this brings us to a really vital scientific concept, transepidermal water loss, or TWL. When the incredibly thin, oil-free barrier of your lips gets damaged by the environment or by irritating chemicals in your balm, water rapidly escapes from the skin straight into the air. That rapid evaporation, that is transepidermal water loss. It is the direct biological cause of that persistent dryness, the peeling, the tightness, and those painful cracks that just never seem to heal.
All right, let's move into Section 3, the hidden lip villains, ingredients disguised as saviors.
And this brilliantly illustrates exactly what's going wrong. There are ingredients cleverly disguised as saviors that are secretly causing all that transepidermal water loss. There's a really stark divide between the good and the bad in the lip care aisle. On the villain side, we've got things like menthol, phenol, artificial fragrance, and camphor. Menthol and camphor give you that fake cooling tingle while actively stripping moisture and jacking up your sensitivity. Phenol, which is often used in medicated balms to basically take off damaged skin, well, it can actually strip away healthy cells and weaken your lip barrier over time. On the hero side, we have the good guys, like shea butter and ceramides, which we're going to dig into in just a second.
We don't just have to take the ingredient list's word for it either. Dermatologists completely back this up. Dr. J. Shree notes that because lips are naturally more prone to dryness, we have to actively avoid products with fragrances, menthol, or alcohol. And guys, here is a huge trap so many of us fall into, assuming that natural means safe. Natural essential oils like peppermint oil, which gives that refreshing feel, or cinnamon oil, which gives a warming sensation, are actually well-known irritants. Even natural citrus oils can cause burning, redness, and swelling for people with sensitive lips. It's wild.
So, if you are checking your labels, which after this you absolutely should be, you need to know how to spot the right kind of alcohol. Because not all alcohol is actually bad. Fatty alcohols, like cetyl and stearyl alcohol, can actually moisturize the skin. But drying alcohols, like ethanol, isopropyl alcohol, or denatured alcohol, they evaporate super rapidly. And as they evaporate, they steal your lips' natural moisture on their way out, drastically increasing that transepidermal water loss we talked about earlier.
Time for some good news in Section 4. The Lip Care Heroes, Repairing the Barrier.
Modern dermatology has completely shifted its focus here. The goal is no longer to just temporarily coat your lips in a bunch of artificial waxes. The goal is actively repairing the protective barrier. Dr. Oppertim emphasizes this exactly. The true solution to recurring dry lips is choosing balms with barrier repair ingredients, think vitamin E, beeswax, and natural plant butters, and just entirely ditching the synthetic flavors and strong fragrances. Synthetic flavors, by the way, not only irritate sensitive lips, but they actually encourage you to lick your lips way more often, which just makes the whole dryness situation so much worse.
So the crucial point is you want to look for these barrier builders on your product labels. Shea butter and cocoa butter deeply nourish and form a protective layer without causing any irritation. Beeswax, it creates this great breathable barrier against harsh weather. And ceramides are just phenomenal. They literally restore the skin barrier and prevent moisture loss. Add in some vitamin E for skin repair and jojoba or coconut oil for natural hydration, and you've got a formula that actively heals and softens without trapping you in a miserable cycle of dependency.
Let's see how this all builds into Section 5. Daily Habits for Healthy Lips, the Expert Action Plan.
Because here's the truth. Even the most perfectly formulated ceramide-rich lip balm in the world cannot save you if your daily habits are actively working against your skin. Dr. Vividita frames this perfectly, saying lips require the exact same level of care as facial skin. Think about it. Whether you're a busy professional sitting in a super dry, air-conditioned office all day, a student pulling an all-nighter and totally forgetting to drink water, or an outdoor worker just battling the wind and sun, your lifestyle impacts your lips. We've got to treat lip care holistically.
So here is your expert action plan to finally get out of the chapped lip cycle. 1. Apply a nourishing balm right before bed. Give your lips hours to repair uninterrupted. 2. Drink water daily. No balm can fix internal dehydration. 3. Since lips have virtually no natural UV protection, use SPF 30 or higher when you're outdoors to prevent premature aging and moisture loss. 4. Please stop licking your lips. Saliva evaporates so fast and leaves them way drier than before. 5. Exfoliate gently with a soft, damp cloth just once a week. Absolutely no harsh, aggressive scrubs. And 6. Check those expiration dates and toss out old balms that have just lost their effectiveness.
We've covered the fragile anatomy of the lip, the villains that cause that horrible water loss, and the heroes that can actually rebuild your skin's barrier. So I want to leave you with this final provocative thought. Pull out the lip balm you have right now. Just turn it over. Look at the back. What ingredients are in the lip balm currently in your pocket? Are you feeding the cycle with menthol and artificial fragrance, or are you actually repairing your barrier with ceramides and shea butter? The power to break the chapped lip paradox is literally right there on the label. Check yours today, and here is to finally having healthy, hydrated lips.